So, while this is fresh in my mind, I wanted to talk to y'all about something that happened to me this week. So, I was in a meeting, and in this meeting, I made a suggestion. And after I made the suggestion, there was a comment made, something along the lines of, when I grow up, I want to be like Evelyn. And you know how, like, you hear something and you kind of be like, was that, should that? So I wasn't sure. So I asked a trusted colleague if they picked up on the same thing that I picked up, and they said, well, this particular person, no, that's kind of just, how they are, but there was no ill intent behind what was said. And one thing I'm really, really, really good at is reframing and getting to root cause of why I am feeling or why something is getting conjured up in me when somebody else does something. Think y'all call that triggered. But what I do when that sort of thing happens is really try to assess in a hopefully quick clip what has transpired that made me even feel whatever I felt in the moment about what was said. And in this particular instance, what was revealed to me is that when I was younger, in my 20s, I was a stay-at-home mom. We have 4 adult children. I was a stay-at-home mom for about 10 years while my husband was, finishing up school and doing all the things. And during that time as a homemaker, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning. And at that time, now I've evolved since then, but at that time I was doing everything for everybody because the kids were so little and they're stair step kids. Anyways, and I remember my mom one time, well, multiple times, my mom saying things like, if she would call me and I would tell her I'm folding up clothes or I'm cleaning this or I'm cooking dinner. And for real, that's back when I used to cook from scratch. I don't do that no more like that. But your girl used to throw down for the family. And my mom said, oh, you Miss Susie Homemaker. And which kind of pricked at my heartstrings, right? Because I didn't take it as a compliment when my mom said it. I took it more of a criticism. So when I was in the meeting and I heard that, not as sharp as when my mom said it, but a similar feeling attached to that statement, I felt. And I had to reconcile that, right? Because the onus is never on me to solve what somebody else is feeling, how somebody else is doing. The onus is on me to solve what Evelyn is doing and what I need to do to better myself. And I learned really quick that, people will sometimes project onto you their own internal things. So if you're really good at something, and I think Twine mentioned this in one of her videos before too, or either alluded to it. And Twine, forgive me if you weren't the person that I heard this from, but I know someone earlier this week that I was listening to had said this in one of their videos. And it is very true. Sometimes, people will project their own insecurities onto you, but you don't have to hold that. And I had to remind myself, I don't have to hold that because I know what's true of me. I know what thus saith the Lord about Evelyn. And so I don't really need anybody else to co-sign what has already been confirmed. Anyways, that was just really on my heart to share. Hopefully that blesses someone out there. I will see you in the virtual streets soon. And thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. All right, see you next time.